This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Cage Side Press here with Vanessa Lil Monster Demopoulos, the LFA fighter who just picked up the victory last month. So Vanessa, first off, people Google you. I think they see a lot of different stuff regarding you and your career. So you're a fighter, you're at Black House. What's the other life that you have? Tell everybody in your own words.
I'm also a stripper and I'm an author. So I kind of do a little bit of everything.
And just to make it clear, what's the name of the book that you authored that's very popular?
I wrote a book called Stripper Bible. So it's actually an instructional how-to for strippers.
Does it come with commandments or is it not that kind of Bible?
I actually did write some stripper commandments. Yeah, like thou shalt keep lips gloss poppin'. Like that's a real thing.
Okay, so first off, obviously, people are wondering, like, how, why, what, like, why does someone get into it? First off, I think one of the main questions everyone always asks is, like, what does your family think of it? Like, what does dad think about his daughter getting up there in the outfits? But I've heard this, your dad and your mom were both in the business. Like, what? How is, like, is it I didn't know that's something that could be a family business. Explain this.
Yeah, I just kind of followed the family footsteps right there. So my dad was a DJ and my mom was an entertainer, and that's how they initially met. So when I was growing up, it was a very common discussion, talking about the clubs, the scenes. Like, my dad and I always talked about, like, rock and roll, and so it was cool. When I became an entertainer, my father actually taught me how to hustle and how to be a professional in the industry. So it was kind of nice to have that support.
And he was good as, like, Dad, I'm gonna take my clothes off and I'm gonna get up there. There was never any...
Yeah, there was a few reservations, and I kind of had a few trip-ups myself throughout the industry, as, the industry's a rough one. But I think that really conditioned me for life. It showed me how to overcome adversities and situations and to be a professional through things, and to take the hardest of situations and just turn it into something amazing.
Final question on this, because I think when people see that, they're going to have the, questions about it. So I know you do the pole and, the feature dancing. Do you also get up there and give dances to people? Is that also you?
Oh, like lap dances? Yeah, that's my job. So,
ladies and gentlemen, the fighter. I don't know. It's like, do you always have to do both, or do you only just do one? Just asking.
Yeah, I am an expert at the pole dancing. So I was doing it before it was initially fitness stuff, So, and I'm really good at that. So I do make a lot of money on stage. But lap dances is how strippers make their dances. Don't let them tell you otherwise. That's a lie.
They don't just make it rain on the pole. No, all right. Very interesting. So, you have that entire life. How do you balance, obviously that, lot of hours. And then how do you also balance all the training, being a professional fighter and growing your own career?
Well, I've been fighting for over 10 years now. And I've been dancing for 13. So initially the balance was different, where I would just train all day long, 3 to 4 times a day, and then go to work at nighttime. That got to be fairly exhausting. So now I just split up my time where I get to train all week. And then on the weekends, I'm completely separate and I just do dancing. I work for 8-hour shifts, and which is a workout in itself. That's a lot of conditioning, and dancing is a lot of activity. So, yeah, I just split my time better now, and I have really good balance and management.
Now, everyone talks about, the tryouts at Black House, getting into the team, getting to be part of the team. What was your tryout experience like here at the gym?
It was actually I was honored because I was living in Ohio, training out of Columbus, Ohio, at Ronin Training Center. And I got invited to come out here and train at Black House by Ed Suarez. So it was a huge, huge deal to me, a huge honor. I knew the big names that were training here. But when you walk out onto these mats and you really experience it, it's something special. And you see why there do need to be tryouts. And it is a professional invite-only gym, because that's exactly how everybody in here treats it.
Who are your main training partners here at the gym?
We have Carla Esparza is really good for wrestling here at Black House. And there's like a lot of the guys out there that are a lot smaller. The amateur team is really coming up. Amazing. We got some amateurs out here, and they train with the pros for real. But I go to a lot of different gyms as well, because I like to be very niche focused. So I train up at Saxon Muay Thai for my Muay Thai training, and we have Danielle Taylor up there who used to fight in the UFC. And yeah, Dynamite, Kyle Kyle Estrada and Georgie, Gorgeous George. Yeah, we got a lot of really good teammates.
Now, finally, you obviously picked up the win at LFA in January. What's next? Have they talked to you? Where are you at in terms of the next one?
Hey, man, I want that strap. I want that gold. So we're either going for the title bout, potentially Contender Series. Yeah, we don't. I'm taking things right now. You know, I'm just coming off my injuries. So if y'all watch the fight, it was a war. Oh, yeah. OMG. So my eyes all healed up. I'm good to go. And whatever opportunity presents itself first, you know, and whatever the better opportunity is, that's where we're going to go. Hopefully I can catch one of those stripper chokes that I'm so famous for in one of my MMA fights. The jiu-jitsu world knows what's up, but I want to get one of those in my fights.
Hashtag that one right now. Vanessa,
Hashtag stripper choke.
always a pleasure. Thank you for talking.